Welcome back to the turnip fields of Perthshire. I'm out with Albert, who as you know is camera shy, so he's hiding away. You'll maybe see his hand at some point, maybe his feet if you're lucky. We're back out on this new permission that Albert's got, and fingers crossed we're going to turn up something, because we got a mountain of stuff the last time we were out here. There were signals galore. And there's a lot of history in the area all around here, so anything is possible. Right, enough waffle. Let's go and see if we can find some treasures. Only 1 minute in and we've got not only the first signal but the second signal, because right here 72 and right here is a nice sounding 86. I'm going to do the 86 first in the hope that it might be a coin, because that would be a great start. Well, it's a wee bit deeper. Still in the hole. We're out. 86, 87, not convinced. Just sounded just a wee bit tinny. And that is not a coin. Well, find number one. There's a bit of a hinge. It's got a wee hole in it with a wee recess. Two holes. So yeah, it's been mounted on wood or metal. Might even have had a little hook coming off there. Alright, number two. It's copper. I think it's copper. It is. It's a wee folded bit of copper. Yeah, I think it's just a random bit of junk. Well, there we go. That's the first two targets for today. Both rubbish, unfortunately. This one, an ear blowing. 86. What's that there? Mud. Surprise, surprise. It's out. Ah, it's a coin. It's a coin and it might be Georgian. Nope, maybe not. There's something on it. Not quite sure what yet though. It looks halfpenny size. Yes, there is Britannia looking to the right. Oh. Is it you know who? It is indeed. It's gorgeous George. Well, it wouldn't be metal detecting without him, would it? Was he gorgeous? Well, I don't really know, but it's the name that I've given him. So it's George V, halfpenny, not in the best of condition. Have we got a date? We do, 1913. So just 1 year before the outbreak of the Great War, the First World War. I wonder what people were thinking back then. Nice little find, and we're off the mark inside 15 minutes. Albert's all smiles, and then he's just wandered over saying, oh, it's nothing special.
I've got the baby wonder what you got, I think. Like.
What's that? What is that wee... What is that? A suitcase?
A lead suitcase.
That's a bizarre looking thing, isn't it? Well, there you go. Albert and his lead suitcase. Well, make sure you don't pack too heavy. The most unconvincing coin I think I've found in a long time. Although I think I say that every time I find a coin. That is definitely a penny. didn't sound at all good. It was occasionally reading 84, but it also sounded like an iron target. And I think we're going to get a head on it. Possibly Victoria. There's Britannia. Let's give it a wee rub and then we'll leave it to dry out. See if we can get any initial detail off it. And there's Britannia. (1905) I think that is. Which can mean only one thing, and indeed it is. There's the hooked nose of Dirty Bertie. Edward VIII, the son of Queen Victoria. There you go. Mentioned before, the Playboy Prince, hence, oh, dropped it, hence the name Dirty Bertie. But he didn't have a lot of time on the throne, a bit longer than William IV. In fact, was it? Yeah, it was. William IV was 7 years. And I think Dirty Bertie got 9. But both of them, heavy drinkers, heavy smokers. And it came back to haunt them. Brilliant. Coin number 2. 25 minutes in. There's been a lot of lead, a lot of copper. This one here, 78, 79, might be the same again. Lead or copper. Interestingly, no button yet, which I'm surprised because I got a lot of buttons off this site last time. Now that's the target. No, it's not. That's a stone. Why do I keep thinking stones are metal? There we are. Oh, it's round. It's round, and, well, it could be a coin, you know. We've got an imprint, and I think it might be a coin, rather than a button. Possibly. Funny colour to it. On that side at least. Well, I might have been premature with the coin. What do you reckon? Is that a little bit of a shank in the centre there? Not sure. It's probably about the size of a farthing, a quarter of a penny. It looks a bit too small to be a halfpenny. I just can't see any kind of detail on there at all. This side's funny because it's got almost like a silvery sort of coating on the surface, which is leaning me more towards button. Because I think if there was any detail on there, I'd be able to see something, and I can't see anything unless you can. But I can't. So I'm going to go with button, unless you all tell me otherwise. But let me know in the comments below. This one, I was thinking 50, 51, probably tin foil. But I tell you what, it could actually be a coin. It's not, it's a bloody button. It is. It's a 4-holer. Well, there you go. 4-hole button. And probably going to be 50, 100 years old. We've got best ring edge. It's a screamer. 86. It's got to be a coin. Surely. If I can get the spade in the ground. There we go. Come on. Big penny. Victoria. Then that'll be me with 3 generations of the royals. Back to back. Well, I thought it was shallow. It Doesn't seem to be at the moment. Time for the pinpointer. Oh, am I in the right place or not? Ah, it is out. Look, there it is right there. Voila! 1 penny. But is it Victoria to complete the hat trick? There's a head there. Looking to the right, I would say. Is it Dirty Bertie again? Oh, it's not. It's looking to the left. It's Gorgy Georgie. There he is. It's pretty tatty. Might be struggling to get a date off this one. It's a bit corroded. Yeah, I think it's going to be too far gone. Yeah, I think so. Let me give it a wee rub-a-dub off camera and I'll get right back to you. See if we can get a date. Well, look at that. Albert is coining it in. Ha ha ha. You see what I did there? What you got? You got 1938. So that'd be George the 6th. Well, it's not. It's George the 5th. So that was the year he died. Oh no, it must be 36. It is. 1936, that's the year he died. He's got a thing that looks awful like the button that I got, which might be a coin. You can see the quality of the coins isn't amazing in this field. 1 penny, that's George the 5th again, so 1910 to 36. It looks like a decayed button. Look at that, Dirty Bertie again. Half penny, that's in pretty good condition, no? 1908, the year before he died. And another half penny, 1913. So that's going to be George the 5th again, and it is. And that we think is a big dandy button. You just see a little dimple in the middle and it's slightly concave. So we think that's a big Georgian dandy button, 1700s or so. He got himself something that apparently the price was a third of a penny. Answers, whoop, nearly. Answers on a postcard for that one. He's got himself a wee lead buttony thing, which is interesting. Not sure on date for that. 1800? That might be a hemweight actually. Off a lady's dress. Stop it blowing up. He's got himself another bag seal. That's Dutch. You see the crown with a lion in the shield. That is from the Netherlands. And this is an import seal, a custom seal, to say that tax has been paid in the Netherlands, probably early to middle 1800s or thereabouts. And then a spendable, well, not quite, oh no, it is, it's a spendable 2 pence. I thought it was an old 10 pence. Ah, I've dropped it. Spendable 2 pence. He hit the diamonds. He started rubbing it with a brush. And they all started falling out, but it's okay, they're not real, they're paste. Well, you had 5 when you showed me it, now you're down to 4. By the end of the day you'll have none left, but it's just a wee bit of costume jewellery. A little 4-holer, just like I got. You saw his little suitcase, which really is a suitcase. Look, it's got the buckles on it and everything, so out of a kid's play set, I'm guessing. But yeah, a little suitcase. We were just checking to see what was in it. And then that there, I think that's a bit of a stair carpet holder. I'm not sure. I'm sure I got one of these before and someone told me what it was. But if you know, then comment below. And lastly, you just got this here, which I think's off of a dagger or a knife, a sheath at the top. And you would put your blade in there and then it would taper off down here to a little point. So maybe like a ski and do that you tuck in your sock when you wear a kilt. And ski and do is a Gaelic word that literally translates to little black knife or little knife. So I think that's what that is. I think that's a sheath of a ski and do. So maybe 100 years, maybe 50 years, maybe 150 years. But there was a lot of military activity here. So well done, Albert. Busy, busy. And to go with Albert's miniature suitcase, I'll get a miniature spanner. Well, it's a thing. Any ideas? And let me know. Having just had that bit of lead right there, right here I got identical target. Sound, output, everything. Expecting another piece of lead. I don't film it, and what do I get? I get a watch winder. For a pocket watch. Doesn't seem to be decorated. But, shock horror. So it is a watch winder for a pocket watch. And, well, it's kind of got a wee bit of decoration on it, but it's not looking amazing. And date wise, it's probably going to be Victorian, I would think, maybe Edwardian or something. So probably 1850 to early part of the 1900s. But a nice little find. Could be a Georgian coin this time. 91, dare I say it, even silver. No silver for us today, yet. Still in the hole. Albert's been out here a few times without me though, and he has had some silver, so it is here. Just harder to find. One more, we'll get the pinpoint until it's up to 93 now. Right. Am I in the right place? Yes. Let's try and loosen up that edge. There it is, I think. Well, I think it's another one of these picture hangers. Oh, yes, dropping a lot today. What do we think? I think it could be. I think it's another picture hanger. You remember I had a couple, one decorated, one not. Previously, Albert's actually had one today as well, so I think that's what it is, a Victorian picture hanger for hanging pictures on walls, or paintings, should I say. Maybe sounds too good to be true. Well, in fact, I think I can see it. It's right on the surface, if it is what I think it is. Right there. That's a coin, is it? Yeah, it is. Albert's just shouted penny. I've just got a penny as well. Didn't even need to dig for mine. Gorgeous George. George V. Same for Albert. It really is amazing how many coins people lose in fields historically. Unbelievable. Look at the difference in the quality of that coin as well. In really good condition. How's the condition of yours?
Better.
Yeah, mine's better as well. Bizarre, just a different part of the field that clearly there's been a bit less fertiliser or such like. It's 1936 again, so it's the year he died. Hoping that that's ultra rare. They only made like 10 of them before he popped his clogs. Or is it 1935 actually? It might be 1935. But it is 1 penny, and it is George V. So you've learned just about as much as there is to learn about George V. So I'm not going to tell you anything else, but I am reading up about him, so hopefully I'll find you some other interesting facts. Barely 30 seconds later, we might have coin number 2. Well, coin number 2 in 2 minutes. I was going to say it's junk, but that's a leaf. That is a leaf. Oh. Oh. Silver. Silver, Albert. I just 10 minutes ago said that we haven't had any, not today. Let me see. I think we've got a wee imprint. There we are. Let's see. Oh. Well, I was going to say 3p, but it's not. It's rarer. It's a 4p, which was a groat back in the days of old. This may well be Queen Victoria. 86. It sounded like a coin. Albert's got himself a lovely wee bit of lead there. You beauty. I cannot go out detecting without finding silver at the minute. Everywhere I'm going. Shows you how wealthy we were in Scotland. We were chucking it away. It is Victoria. It's a young head as well. You beauty. I remember when I found my first one of these, I had no idea what a 4p was, but in the days of old, people would refer to them as groats. So a groat was 4p, half a groat was 2p, and then you also had a 1p and a 3p, or a 3p as it was also known. A very clear date of 1843. What a beautiful little coin. Right, I'll get it dried up and then I'll give you a look. Let's zoom you in a little bit on it. But that is an absolutely beautiful coin. The silver just keeps on coming. Literally keeps on coming. I can't remember the last time I didn't get a silver coin or a bit of silver out detecting. Slightly discoloured, but that will probably clean up if I want it to, but I'll probably just leave it exactly as it is. So Victoria, by the grace of God, Queen of the Britons, Defender of the Faith. Beautiful coin. Absolutely stunning. Perfect, barely a nick or a dink on it. And back in the day, this would have been 4 pints of beer. Well, if a halfpenny bought you a sparrow back in the days, this would buy you 8 sparrows. So there you go. Fantastic. Well, we're out. Maybe a wee button. What is that? That's a wee bit of lead and I've just knelt on a stone. Oh my God. Ah. We've got a 1991. Could be another silver. Could be Georgian. Could be a bottle top. Could be a bit of brass. Could be just about anything. We're out. It's 89.90. Oh, I can see something right there. It's a spendable. Well, it's a coin. Oh, it's a 3p. It is a 3p. It's either going to be George VI or it's going to be Queen Victoria, because they were only made in this particular style under those two monarchs. Moment of truth. They normally don't keep massively well in the soil because of what they're made of. 1946, I think that says. In which case it's going to be George. It is. You can just make him out there looking to the left, but it's pretty terrible. Rarely do the 3p keep particularly well. But yep, George VI, so husband to another Elizabeth, Bowes-Lyon, who was of Scottish ancestry from nearby Glamis Castle, spelled Glamis but pronounced Glams. And that's been the seat of the Bowes-Lyons for around about 800 years. Brilliant, 3p, 1946, so just after the end of the Second World War. Screamer of an 82. Probably too good, to be honest. Oh, it's very stony. Very stony, virtually impossible to even get the spade in. Oh. I think it might be out. Oh, I can't even get the spade in the ground. Somewhere there. That it? No, that's it. It's a piece of copper. Flattened copper. Slightly circular in shape maybe. Give it a wee brush in case it's a thing. Well, it's got a... well, it's something. It is something. Has it got letters or decoration? It's got decoration around the outside edge. Kind of like little shamrocks. And then on the back, it looks like that. Well, it's not particularly old. My guess would be it's probably something off a bit of furniture maybe, or a bit of leather decoration, but I can't see any places it would join. No pinholes or... well, there's maybe one there. So yeah, I'm going to go with furniture decoration, but let me know in the comments below. Probably Victorian, I'd say. 1830, 1900s. Albert's just next to me. He needs a hydraulic drill to get through the soil, I think. I've got an absolute screamer here. $89, but it's gone as high as $93, Albert. Could be silver. Albert's on a different programme, same machine. Bottle top.
Yeah, maybe even a half.
It's pinpoint. I thought it was more there, but it's there. Right, maybe it's junk and I'm totally wrong. Might be here a while. There we go. We're in, kind of. Ah, at last. Right, come on. Please be out. We're out and it does not sound like silver. What's that? Lead, I think. Shallow lead. God, that is a big chunk of lead anyway. Look how fat that is. Has it got a purpose? Or decoration or anything? Doesn't look like it. Well, it's just a huge big chunk of lead. But still, it's a whopper. I think that'll pick out. Well done, Les. Your magic wee tool. Ah, it's got like a little wheel type thing going on there. Les, I don't know where I'd be without this. Well done you for coming up with this design. It really is fantastic. The brush is great as well. It's almost like a little kind of pulley mounted, who knows on what, but maybe horse tack or agricultural purpose. Let me know in the comments below. It's a nice one. Solid 80. It might be more lead. Oh God, I can't even get the spade in the ground. Might be more lead. Hope it's shallow. better. But it could be a halfpenny. I'll not to bring a pickaxe with me next time. Well, I think it's big. And I think it could be lead. Well, there's something, and it's not big, and it's not lead. It's the end of a spoon. As well as silver. I can't seem to get away from finding cutlery. And they weren't throwing coins away, they were throwing their utensils away. Similar little sort of scalloped end there, but yeah, probably Victorian, Georgian, Victorian, Edwardian, something like that. I would say probably 1900s. This wee tiny fragment came through as a 66. I think that's the very end of a penknife. So there would have been an iron blade there, which is partly corroded, and this would have been a wooden section, and then or a bone section with the same again at the other end, and it would have been a folding knife, so the knife would have folded out like that. Probably 100-150 years old. Just catching up with Albert as we finish. This is everything else that he's had since we last saw him. Halfpenny, I think it's George V, is it? Yes, it is. George V. Halfpenny. And he's got a wee penny of 1866, so that's Victoria, young head. And another penny, which is someone, George V, yet again, so 1910 to 1936. Lots of lead, loads and loads of lead off this site. No more suitcases though, although maybe that's a flattened suitcase. Nice button, just a regular plain one though. Another lead seal from the Netherlands, similar, well, exactly the same as the last one. Another bit of lead, a lead thing with a hole in it, strange. A wee buckle, still with a pin, probably off horse. It's got himself a lead weight as well, which is probably weighs about 1 ounce, I would say. So quite a hefty wee thing. Another lead seal. This one is 1799, I think that says. Russian. It's a flax seal for flax to be converted to linen. And another button, which has got a wee bit of age to it again. So yeah, and a wee nipple thing. And then that's his other stuff from earlier on that you saw already. His wee knife blade sheath. There's his suitcase. That's your find of the day, you know that. A lead suitcase. There's his other lead token, so that's exactly the same as the other, although the other's in better condition. But aye, and then his diamonds, how many diamonds? Oh, you've still got 4 left, so there you go. Perfect. And a bit of a military badge button. Bit of a general service button. So there you go. Not bad at all, Albert. Well, there's the best of my finds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think that's a button. There was 6 coins for me, nowhere near as many as Albert got, but I gave Albert my halfpenny. Yeah, 2 George V's, an Edward VII, a George VI. This I think's a button, little watch winder from an old pocket watch, probably Victorian, 1850, 1900. This little curious thing, which is some sort of mount, maybe off leather, off a horse, off a saddle, maybe a bit of furniture. Lots of mishmash, loads of lead, but star of the show is this little coin here, silver, Victoria, and it's a groat, or a 4p. See, it's just a wee bit buckled on the edge, but otherwise it's in fantastic condition. 1843. I can't remember the last time I didn't get a bit of silver when I was out detecting, so I'm absolutely over the moon with that. Not many of them around. Don't think I've had one of them in the last 10 years. So that is a brilliant find. 92.5% silver. Well, that's it for another day. A nice bit of silver and, God, probably 20 coins between the two of us. I think Albert got about 14. So pretty good going. I hope you enjoyed a great mishmash of finds, and if you can help identify any of them, then let me know in the comments below. If you're not already subscribed, then hit that button, and hopefully we'll see you on the next dig. So take care, and thanks for watching.